Hey guys, MC Mora here, and I wanted to make this more of a friendly discussion with just a couple of friends discussing. This is not a complaining, whining video. This is more me thinking about, alright, what does this game need? What we can do for the upcoming season, probably predictions, and just have fun with it, right? So recently, I've been feeling myself a little bit like waiting. I have this wait and see attitude to what is gonna happen in the future, and I feel like a big portion of the player base have that as well, because I mean, the game have not changed that much meta-wise, and unfortunately, the content rollout haven't been great. We all know about this. We all talked about this so many times. I don't want to keep repeating that. I want to keep harping on that. So we need to look forward to the future, Season 3, because historically, Season 3 have always been a big shake-up season for the Street Fighter games, and that is where we're hoping for new stuff. Right? I know that there's a lot of talks, a lot of opinions on maybe like change drive rush, change parries, throw loops, like balancing the already existing mechanics, and that will always happen. Like each season you're gonna get some balance changes to the mechanics, and I think over time the game will move over into like a more stable game. That's what always happens with Street Fighter titles, but that is not what I'm talking about today. What I'm talking about is the game needs to feel fresh. We need to inject new into Street Fighter 6, because I feel like ultimately that is where a lot of the feelings are coming from. So let's take a look at what happened with the previous games, right? So Street Fighter 4 happened, Street Fighter 4 Vanilla was amazing, was really well received a year later, but if we're comparing it to Street Fighter 6, it could be like a year later, but in reality they did like the arcade version first, so this technically was like year 3 for Street Fighter 4, and when that happened, they added 10 new characters. They added Ibuki, Makoto, Dudley, they added T-Hawk and DJ, I believe, they added Cody, they added Guy, 10 characters. That was a lot, right? And they changed the character select screen and obviously like the UI in general. And that stuff goes a long way in making the game feel new. Like just giving the game a different HUD, a new coat of paint, if you will. That goes a long way in making the game feel fresh, in making it feel exciting, in making it feel new. Maybe Street Fighter 6 launched too good. Maybe they had things working out really well at the start. But I still think just some small changes like changing the HUD, changing the character select screen, that will go a long way in making the game feel fresh, right? And obviously they balanced it out as well. And like I said, balancing is gonna happen regardless. What we need is new. So something simple as a new character select screen, that's great. But we can just settle for a new coat of paint. They also probably need to have some new mechanics, some new life injecting into how you play the game. And that's what they did, because during Street Fighter 4, Capcom also Super Street Fighter 4, they added the second Ultras. And I already made a video recently about like Ultras in Street Fighter 6. Unfortunately, like no one's seen it, it seems like. But that video I was discussing like the different Supers throughout Street Fighter 4, throughout Street Fighter 5 and 6. And in Street Fighter 4, Ultras had a lot of utilities. They were mostly like a utility tool over a combo tool. So each character having a new Ultra was a really big deal. Like that was something that would really, like Zangief here for example, they gave him like the 720 on the ground, but now he have an aerial Ultra where if you try to escape he can punish you. Really big deal, changes how the character plays. You had to choose the Ultra between the matchup, so it was a big shake up to the actual game. Yes, they balanced the mechanic, yes they balanced it like character balance in general, but they added new stuff, right? And that also happened with Street Fighter 5, where with Street Fighter 5, they added V-Trigger too. And just like the Ultras, V-Triggers were pretty much the core mechanic and the core utility of a character. Balrog The dash straights were like the V-Trigger 1, but with V-Trigger 2, now he have a command grab that deals a lot of stun damage. Lots of characters got different V-Triggers, got V-Trigger 2s that were very playable, and even the new characters came out with a V-Trigger 2. But it was not just that, they also changed the HUD. They changed the character select screen, added a little bit of newness, if that is that even word, to it. A coat of paint, changes to how the game looks, will go a long way in making it more appealing, in making it more fresh, right? So this is something that I'm expecting. Now, what I'm hearing is that Capcom is working with a skeleton crew because of Monster Hunter. I'm not sure if that's the case. I honestly don't know, but this is what I'm hearing, like from behind the scenes stuff. But I obviously don't work at Capcom. I don't have the like I don't have someone inside Capcom telling me. This is just that's what I hear from others. So who knows? But yeah, that is what I hope to see, because unfortunately, like gameplay aside, the way that the gameplay, either like even if you like it or not, haven't changed that much. And obviously over time, especially with the lack of new stuff, like you can easily like get kind of like bored, if I'm being honest, especially if you're like waiting for characters. And this will get me to Mai, which I really want to like, because I historically always liked Mai, but unfortunately she's not clicking with me in this game. Would have been amazing, because I really loved Bison, I really loved Terry, so maybe a third time would have been the charm, and I would have really liked Mai as well, but it's not happening. And she's fine, like visually everything, she's fine, even her gameplay, it's fine. It's just not what I expected Mai to be. It's not what I wanted Mai to be, right? Which is on me, like these are my expectations. For me personally, I wanted Mai to be like this. I wanted Mai to be more of a Nash type character, a true like hit and run type character. And this is what I expected them to do with Mai, and unfortunately this is not really what I gotten. But I wanted a character that is like a bee, that is moving in, moving out, going in, going out, because this is what you would expect from Mai. Even like here, I've got like some King of Fighters, because that is my experience. I'm not gonna pretend I'm an OG and I've been playing Fatal Fury since I was an infant. Not really, but yeah, this is Mai from King of Fighters, and as you can see, you will see her moving around a lot, being really annoying, going in, going out, going in, going out, and that's what you would expect. Like, at least that's my image of Mai. This is what I see in my head, right? But didn't translate to the Street Fighter 6 gameplay. Maybe in the future, but I don't know. Right? And again, this is probably me like being a victim of my own expectations, but I think it's fair to say that Mai doesn't really play like what you just saw, right? I don't think she really plays that way. You don't like yeah, no, that doesn't happen. Maybe I'm a victim of my own expectations, like I said, but it didn't happen. She ended up being a character that is more in line. Honestly, IDOM, I think, bought it really well. She is more in line with like Juri Chun-Li, kind of like a mix. And there's a lot of Sid play. She is fun, and I really hope that you're enjoying it. Unfortunately for me, like a historic Mai main, I'm not feeling it, which is fine. I still got Terry, I still got Bassioni, or like Bison, so that's fine. Which is kind of funny actually, because I have always hated Bison. Bison is a character I have despised in every Street Fighter game. Now comes Street Fighter 6, and I think he is probably one of the most fun characters to use. Bison is amazing to play in this game. I really enjoy him. And Chun-Li and Mai are two characters that I have mained in every game prior. Every game Mai have been playable in, I have made her. Unfortunately, it's I don't know. Like, she's just not for me, I guess. And that's about it. How do you feel on the game? How do you feel about Mai? What do you think the game needs for season 3? Do you think it needs like a repackaging, something like really big that can happen? I would love to hear your thoughts about all of that in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and stay safe.